Hey, 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 Valtopia. Hey, honey, it's Val. Good morning. I don't even have my music going. I'm doing a quick spread for the full moon because I just got to. And my kids are going to be here. I might come back on after my kids are here, but it's their first day here, so chances are that I won't. So I wanted to come on and I want to give you the message today. I want to say something. Everybody's talking about how to show up fully and how to be there for your fellow humans and how to, what's the right and the wrong thing to do. As usual, everybody's got something to say. Here's what I want to say to you. My stream wants you to show up fully for yourself. Hi, Tisha. Make sure that you show up for yourself by resting right now. There's a big full moon and there's some huge shifts happening. Epigenetically on our whole structure of our whole being throughout the whole world. And you can bet, we're all interrelated. And so if you're feeling a fatigue, if you're feeling tired, drink a lot of water and rest. I know for myself, having worked a lot of jobs and worked extra hours in my life, if you start to feel certain signs of your own immune system starting to slip just the tiniest bit, that's when you take the nap. Like if your ears are a little itchy or if your throat is a little scratchy or something, take the nap right away. Don't say, I'm going to get all this stuff done and then I'll rest. That is the worst thing you can do. Hey, Rochelle. Hello, buddy. You want to become highly attuned to your own body. So show up for yourself by getting to know your own body extremely well right now. It's the most selfless thing you can do. Because the more that you can be attuned to your own subtle body cues of what you need and how you're doing, and if you need to take a 10-minute nap, on the other side of that, you might have 5 hours of productivity versus working 5 hours where you're half-assed and your body is slowly getting run down. You need to really use the resources that you have by showing up for yourself, by sleeping when you need to, resting, drinking a shit ton of alkaline water, tuning into people like Rochelle and me. We have supplements and green shakes and amazing things that you can help your energy. But mostly listen to yourself and become attuned to your own body cues about what you need and what messages are coming through for you and what information. All right, so I'm going to do the message for today because it's not about you putting yourself out there to the point you're exhausted that you no longer can help yourself or anyone else. It's about you like stoking your own fire every day and keeping your energy and momentum going. And the more that you tend to and keep your own energy in a nourished state of flow, the more positive thoughts you're creating for yourself and the daily moments you're creating with the people you're around and the work you're doing in yourself, that is going to change the universe. We often think we have to do all this big stuff in order to effectuate change, but the change really starts within ourselves. And you alone and your vision and your amazing take on everything as you nourish yourself and bring the best of you to the situation is the contribution you're meant to make. Just your very presence. Not your presence when you're half asleep though and you haven't done the work to understand your own emotions and you haven't processed what you need to do. If you don't have a way to do that, there are so many people out here teaching. Okay, look, this is my client was saying how she was having an ocular migraine happening today. There's a good chance many of you will feel your third eye opening today with the shifts in the energy, and that might be making you feel tired. You might be starting to get new information either here, like more visuals, more colors, things may appear more vibrant. Let's see what else is coming through this collective reading for the full moon. I was advised to rest all weekend and I feel more energetic now. I would feel the moon on the pre-side of it. And then on the other side of the moon, I've already been through it by the time the moon hit. So that's what happened with me. All right. Yes, focus on your vibration. Focus on your own energy stream and how you feel and what you need to be in a centered, nourished, balanced state of being. What is that for you? Now, some people are going to say, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this and that and the other. You must discern what's good for you. And chances are you're going to find a unique recipe that you then can share with people who are like you in your constellation. Good morning, Shay. Good morning. Thank you. And I love you say high vibes. I'm not like, oh, you got to be high vibes all the time and never share your problems. It's that we're powerful creators, and that the things that aren't happening for us, that are happening for us, that feel miserable, are there to guide us to what does feel amazing. And that was one of the hardest things for me to learn when I was in the middle of my own chaos and my world was falling apart, is that was happening for me and that everything is breaking down to come into a new space. And really all we ever have is the current moment and exactly where we are. So no matter what's happening already, it's breaking down into new spaces. So the more you can be in a space of tending to your own heart and lungs and being and breathing and flow of energy and creation, that contributes to the whole of all the creation that is now, that is now, that is now, that is now, that is constantly being regenerated. You're so powerful, and your creation to each moment creates the moments that we all be together. Lamorla says you got the same thing in your card, reading to take care of you first. Yes, that was one of the hardest things for me to come into a few years ago as I came into this work of understanding my own energy and vibration and how impactful it is for me to curate my own vibration. And one of the first things people always say to me on my live stream is, I love your energy. I love your energy. And someone said to me yesterday, I said, well, what is it you love about my energy? And she said, you know what it is? It feels clean. Well, my energy feels clean because I've done a lot of work to release attachments to things that didn't feel like me. And so what you're feeling, the cleanness of me, is my energy, because I spend a lot of time being in and of my own energy. And trust me, it was not easy to get into that space. It doesn't have to be hard for you to have time to yourself and to find your own frequency and energy and what feels resonant for you. You get to do it. And you get to do it in the worst of circumstances. I did. I was living with my ex-husband, and we were mad at each other, and there was a lot of triggers going on. And I had to learn to not respond to his fear and not respond to his energy and his whatever he needed to do for himself. I had to respond to my own thing and create from that space. And our children were able to see the difference between the two universes and make their own decision, right? You learn your best focus of self when you're in the middle of chaos. Because then when the chaos moves through, you've known yourself. All we ever have is ourself in our present moment. And you can feel joy about your breath in every moment and create an energetic momentum and from that space at any time and space. There's a lot more to the I than there is to the I. I don't know. I haven't had my coffee yet. Personal growth. This is such a huge time of personal growth, and many of us are going through such a detox with this cosmic weather and with this experience. When your whole world gets uprooted, your body responds and you purge what is shifted out of you because of the change. So take good care of yourselves. Drink a lot of water. If you're with your family and you're all piled on top of each other, go to the bathroom, take a bathroom break, step outside. I've got a roof. I go up on the roof and take a breath up there. And, and also, if I could give you a tip for those of you that are just for the first time ever home with your kids and trying to work from home and everything. I've been having to do it now for the last few years because I was the parent who was working from home and are divorced, and my ex-husband has a job in a real office. I was often the one who took care of the kids or picked the kids up from school and had to balance working from home and the kids. Here's what I want to say to you. Priorities. What is the priority today? And, I know we have to be all clean in these moments, but there's no perfection about what you're cooking or cleaning. Just be in the moment of now. And a lot of times you can look at a pile of clutter if you're I'm a Virgo and I like things in order, but I've learned in my life to look at a pile of clutter and say, that is not priority over my paper or my term paper or my job or my project I'm working on right now. So you get to choose and you get to decide with your own mind, I'm not going to stress about that pile or that thing. And right now I'm going to focus on my baby who needs my energy and love attention right now, or whatever it is. Let yourself be present with the moments you're moving through and begin to trust yourself. If you're not able to trust yourself and the dynamics of your family relationship is rocky at this point because you're suddenly immersed together and you had delegated all your childcare out and all your jobs out, and now all of a sudden you're in your face and you are ready to, you're like, whoa, I am clear now what I need to work on. I want to work on this part of myself that keeps saying it has to be hard, and and the part of me that has a huge vision that's birthing even as I have my children home and the man home and all the thing. I'm doing this. I know now more than ever I'm meant to do this thing, and I'm ready. I'm ready to move through any last little bits of fear or confusion I have over what I want to do. And I want to really open up to my gifts and let it stream through. Come on in for the glow up. 3 weeks. Within hours, the frequencies start running. You could begin to flush these attachments that we have to these old ideas, old programs, and you can really begin to tune into your own wisdom and trust yourself in every situation, whether it's with your family or rebuilding your business or starting a new business online, moving your business from events to creating never before seen, unusual, unique, that come from you after you do this work, new ways of interacting and connecting with your clients. There's so much creativity happening right now. And like my client who has all the systems and structures, but she's starting to color to get, like while she colors, solutions come through for her clients. And at first, if you're trained on the old school, you're like, I can't sit and color. I can't sit and do creative stuff. Everything is creative right now. Tap more deeply into your creativity because your solutions are unique. And when you are tapped into your creativity and the unique problems that are now, your mind and your being create solutions. We're meant to be alive in the now, not holding on to the past or living too far in the future. We're meant to completely adapt in the now. And we're such powerful creators, and we get to. All right? So let me pull one last card for the day, question card. I might come on and I wanted to do a longer reading and really tuck into it, but I know my kids are going to walk up any minute, so let me just do this. Please apply on Valtopia.com. There's a 10-question questionnaire. You love coloring. Lamorla, have you gotten my coloring book? It's on Amazon. $8.88, honey. Valtopia Coloring Expansive Journey. The Expansive Coloring Journey. Yeah, why do I make a difference? And that was today's message. You make a difference by showing up for yourself, by letting yourself be creative and calm and centered and nourished and rested. Your solutions are much more refreshed and regenerative than holding on to some old way of being where you push, and you don't honor your body and being, and you don't come up with brilliant solutions that actually solve problems in the now. Not some system that's going to take you 10 months that blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Stay fresh. Stay fresh in the now. My hair. Woo! What are we doing here? Let's see. So I will come on if I can. Maybe I'll come on with Charlie and do some more readings in Valtopia. But listen, your leadership right now, as you're watching me with my funny hair, is being called. And your leadership can look like your brilliant idea that nobody thought of, that you discovered because you did this work to unleash parts of you that have been suppressed and tapped down. Watch yesterday's live stream. I really explain it so well. And I want you to own your frequency. There's nobody like you. See you on the next one.